One, to apprehend them, and secondly, to try and apprehend them before they got outside the jurisdiction of the United Kingdom.
Undercover Customs, Thursday at 8:30 on Granada.
Sophie, feeling depressed, receives comfort from an unexpected source. Emmerdale coming up.
Wow. How can anything this clear taste so fruity?
Perfectly clear, unbelievably fruity.
Low C, a full-strength beer. It can help slimming or weight control only as part of a controlled diet. What?
Farm Foods pork and beef sausages. A lot of people like them. 80 in the pack. $2.99 and they're great. If you like pizza, here's 4 French bread pizzas. 99p. Frozen foods are claim to fame. Breaded cod or haddock fillets. $1.49. Ross Oriental Express vegetable mix, 99p. 3 milk or white maestros, 99p. Farm Foods prices, everybody's favourite.
Tough Scourer from Spontex is the most hard-working little scourer you can get. It cuts straight through grease and tough dirt and even eats up burnt-on food. It's easy to rinse clean and it doesn't rust. Tough Scourer from Spontex. It's a little pet in the kitchen.
You're a smoker. Don't you find your teeth get stained?
No.
Not even after tea or coffee?
No.
So you use a harsh abrasive stain remover?
No.
Clinamin has Polynam to gently remove stains without harsh abrasive action.
So it's not like most toothpastes?
No.
Clinamin gives you the confidence to look your best every day of the week.
No stains, no problem.
Fresh Hits 97. Oasis exclusive. Rembrandt's exclusive. Fresh Hits 97.
When a savage beating leaves a Marine dead, the enemy closes ranks. A conspiracy of silence which must be shattered. Starring Tom Cruise.
If Santiago didn't have anything on you, then why did you give him a code red?
Demi Moore.
You know how to win. You know they have a case.
And Jack Nicholson.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
A Few Good Men. Tuesday at 9 on Granada.
The super bitch of Yorkshire seeks revenge now against the villagers.
This has been done out of spite, has this?
Sorry?
Just because the village opposed that harebrained prison idea. Oh, indeed. How'd you expect me and Seth to find 15% rent increase when you've docked his overtime and all?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not that closely involved in the day-to-day running of things anymore.
Oh, I see. You're only a Tate when it suits you.
Feed yourself, that's it. Hey. Oh, hello, sweetheart. Is that lovely? Is it?
Morning. It was you that wrote to my mum, wasn't it?
What if I did?
How dare you mess with my life? Do you know how much it upset her?
Well, she had a right to know.
Yes, and it was down to me to tell her.
So why didn't you?
I was going to, when the time was right.
No time like the present.
How would you like it if a stranger wrote to you to tell you Roy was gay?
But he's not.
You are a very sad person.
I'm sad? You share your bed with other women. That is not natural.
Well, welcome to the 20th century, Jan, because most people don't have a problem with it.
It's disgusting. Do you want to know why I wrote your mum? Because I don't want people like you looking after my grandson.
I really care for James.
You are now but a pervert.
I think we should talk, don't you?
Well, I'll come and pick you up. Are you okay? You just sound a bit down, that's all. Okay. Well, I'll be there for 8. Bye.
Who's that, Mum?
Dad. He's coming home early.
Why?
He didn't say. Actually, he didn't say very much at all. Hope he's all right.
Oh,
very smart. You're taking this job at the post office very seriously.
Well, I want to create a good impression on my first day.
Andy fancies Kelly.
Shut up.
Well, she's a very attractive girl.
Mum?
I remember fancying a lad in my first holiday job.
I don't really want to know about your ex-boyfriends. I find the stories a bit gruesome. You know, a bit embarrassing.
Oh, God. It's official, then. I'm middle-aged. Have a good day.
I will. Bye.
Right. I'm going shopping into Houghton. Do you want to come?
No, I just want to zonk out with Jerry.
Speaking of slumbering babes, is Charlie still in her pit?
I don't know.
Well, I wish you two would make it up. The atmosphere around here has been positively icy. Bye.
I want you to apologise to Jan.
I don't see why I should. It's her that's tried to wreck my life.
Please.
I'm sorry for slapping you.
I should think so too.
As for you, you can count yourself very lucky indeed. You're that near to getting the sack.
So you don't mind someone like that looking after your son?
I have no problem with Sophie or her sexuality. But I do have a problem with you. From now on, keep your bigotry to yourself.
Her mother had a right to know.
I won't have that under my roof. Now apologise to Sophie.
No.
That means you're fired.
All right. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone behind her back. I'm sorry for that.
All right, hold your horses. Ooh. I'm coming.
Lisa is going to have your guts for garters.
Oh, bloody hell.
I spent half the morning banging on that door. I thought you were dead.
Ah, well, if you're grafted like we did, you'll still be in your pit and all. Man in pain here.
Yeah, well, you're going to hurt even more. Tates want more wrench off us.
Oh, that's naught to do with me. It's addressed to thee.
Well, you'll pay your wife.
Yeah, you powder puff.
Get out of it!
Hey, lay up! Now, come on, lads. I promised Becky we'd start laying that patio today.
Oh, what is the rush?
Look, if we don't do a good job, we won't get the contract for the rest of the house.
Look, a shake and a shave, and we'll be right with you.
You haven't even picked up them York stone flags.
It's all in hand. Me and the lad'll see my supplier toot sweet. You'll have 'em on site by end of afternoon.
Make sure you do.
Fingers crossed.
What?
Oh, yes. Thanks, Vic. Thanks very much.
2 o'clock in the morning, now look at you, late for work.
You didn't have to wait up for me.
You could at least have phoned to say you would be that late.
I was enjoying myself too much to think about you.
Are you going to say anything?
Don't drag me into it.
She is your responsibility as well, Vic.
I was with Lynn. We had to wait until 1:30 for a lift back from the party. End of story.
Not so far as I'm concerned. From now on, you only stay out late at weekends.
I'm over 16. I'll do what I want.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
Get out of my way.
You come back here!
Welcome to the happy family business, son.
Hey, listen to this. If you only dine out once this summer, make sure it's Pollard.
I could have written this myself.
Oh, no, I don't quite think so.
What?
Down towards the bottom.
Pollard's also has its characters. The place is well worth a visit just to see the wine waiter in action. The man's a buffoon. He knows nothing about wine and seems to make it up as he goes along. Oh, that's not funny. He's writing about me. Illiterate know-all, I'll sue him for libel.
Hello. You okay? Not really.
Don't worry. They've only just got used to sex before marriage round here.
But not between two women.
Yeah, well, Emmerdale isn't noted for its liberals and free thinkers.
How could Jan do that?
I don't condone it. But she has had a lot of tragedy in her life. Some of which I've caused.
Yeah. It's not really Jan I'm angry about.
Zoe?
Yeah. She denied our relationship to my own mother, like it meant nothing.
Yeah, well, I guess you need to talk with her about that. Look, if you want some time off, to sort whatever.
Look after James.
I'll get a temporary nanny. As long as I know you'll be coming back.
Of course.
I need to do some work. Chin up.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye.
We need to talk. What's all this rent rise nonsense?
That can wait. I think you need to talk with Sophie first.
You know, we're never going to get away with this. Look, just because it's never been tried before, don't mean to say it can't happen. Get cracking. Morning, Governor. Houghton Council. Contractors. Hi.
Coming. Hi. Come in.
I've come about the car.
I think you've got the wrong address.
Pay for the Nova. £1,200, E-reg. Yeah, this way.
What do you think you're doing? Mum and Dad bought you that car.
So? It's mine. I can do what I want with it.
Yes, but you've really hurt me, Zoe.
But it wasn't the right time or place, and I'm sorry, but it's just not my style.
But you've denied our relationship twice now. Once in front of the whole pub and
Yes, you put me on the spot. In front of everyone I know.
Well, it would be different if I was a man.
Well, that's the point. You're not. We're lesbians and we have to be careful in a place like Emmerdale.
Don't I know it?
Exactly. And Jan's a case in point. Look how difficult she's managing to make life for you.
So you're saying it's my fault? Because I was open and honest, I deserve what I get from Jan?
You're twisting everything I say.
I feel sorry for you.
What?
I know exactly why you denied our relationship to my mother. Because you're a coward.
That's absolute rubbish.
A coward who's ashamed of what she is.
How about I knock 100 off the cash?
I don't know.
150? I mean, I've got to get a shot of this soon as.
This is all above board.
Oh, yeah. Tax no MOT till next February. Take it for a drive if you like.
You're not scared I might run off with it?
No, I'll come with you. I'll just find the MOT first. What do you think you're doing?
Like it's your business.
Mum and Dad will do their nut. That car was your birthday present.
The money I get from this car is my passport out of here.
What do you mean?
I can't stand spending another night with you or that baby. I'm leaving home.
It's hard for girls these days. They don't know how to behave. was only one sort of woman when in pubs in my day. Boring, though.
Taboo. A heady blend of exotic fruits, white wine and vodka. Taboo. Break a few.
Women, they'll borrow anything. Your T-shirt, your shirt, your razor, for heaven's sake. But just try and borrow her special K. They won't let you have it because they know you'll like it. Look at those flakes. Man-sized flakes. Crunchy, wheaty, malty. All those vitamins and iron, that's man stuff. Low in fat. Winning.
Kellogg's Special K. The taste, the shape, the breakfast.
Her breakfast.
Uncle Pete, Mum always puts paper down. Mum never lets the dog in. Mum always puts the lid on. And Mum always uses these.
Mum works too hard. All I need is new Flash all-purpose. It's not just for floors, but great on other surfaces too. And used neat on really tough marks, it's brilliant. Easy. Your mum will never know. New Flash all-purpose does the hard work, so you don't have to.
Have you ever used this thing?
Yeah, all the time.
Another of your fads.
It was a special offer.
A complete waste of money, more like. Here, do the shopping, if you think you're up to it.
Softener and washing powder. Ah! Don't need softener. Money waster, eh?
Clean and soft. This bulb must have cost a bit.
Ah, no separate softener. So it was over £1 less.
At least your brain's in good shape.
Can't just go.
Thought you'd be pleased. Means you don't have to feel guilty every time I walk into a room.
I'm sorry for everything, but I can't turn back the clock.
And I can't stand seeing your face every day. Or looking at Jerry and thinking, there's my boyfriend's baby.
Do you think I wanted all this to happen?
I despise you. Maybe I should tell Mum and Dad before I go.
No. Please. No.
No offence, Mr. Turner, but I blame this rent and overtime business on you.
How do you figure that out, sir?
If you hadn't been so vocal opposing Kim's plans for that prison, none of this would have happened.
Said she's doing it out of spite. She doesn't need the money.
I'll second that. She's just a troublemaker.
Either way, I'm still right. If you'd have kept your gop shut, I would still be paying the same rent now.
Come on, Seth, you're around, get him in.
No, I'd better fill them up.
They still haven't turned up with that stone. I wouldn't mind, but I want to make a good impression.
What do you expect with that pair of pillocks?
Well, they're away getting the stone on my own. Do you think you could spare me a few hours just to get me started?
You know where I stand on this. Call me a chauvinist, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable working for a woman.
I call you a work-shy old skiver.
Keep your nose out, you.
It's nothing to do with Lisa being a woman, Uncle Zach. You're just afraid of hard work.
Oh, yeah, well, you're going to have to work a bit harder to pay for your rent increase. Look at that.
Read my lips.
Get stuffed.
You can't put that up.
It's a fantastic review.
So you don't mind your husband looking like a laughingstock?
Oh, it's all right. She cut the last paragraph out.
But that'll make it worse. Everyone will know why you've left it off.
Oh, Eric, don't be so oversensitive. Mwah.
Darling, the man called me a buffoon, a wine waiter.
You do sometimes make things up about the wines. I've heard you.
Come on, most people don't have a clue anyway.
But this time you got found out, so take it on the chin.
I beg your pardon, but is there a sign over the door that says that Eric Pollard claims to be an expert on wines? I don't think so.
Perhaps it would be best if you switch with Rachel for a while.
Oh, and what does she know about wine?
Probably as much as you, and she would be very charming serving the food.
So I'm not?
Oi, come here. Come here.
What was that for?
I told you not to dig them up next to the street, didn't I?
What's the matter with it? They've only got a bit of yellow line on them.
You don't get it, do you? We might as well just put a sign up saying York Stone, stolen from Her Majesty's Highway.
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do? Get round front at van and get me blow lamp. I've got to burn this yellow paint off now. Oh, my life.
Buzz in, Albert. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Ah, well, I'm a man of my word, Lisa.
Albert? Where did you get these stones from?
Ah.
Can we talk?
About what?
Us.
There is no us.
Thought you liked me.
I do. Or at least I did, till I found you cradle snatching that Cairns girl.
Nothing happened.
Like I said, I'm busy.
At least let's talk it through. Come out with me for a meal tonight.
Okay. If only to put you straight. I don't want a relationship, Steve. So, where's Tony coming back from?
Just abroad.
Work, was it? Or just a holiday?
Don't want to be late for the airport. Better get off. Bye, sweetheart.
See you later.
You know you could have gone 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I just wanted to finish putting these out. Afternoon, all.
We've got ourselves a diamond here.
Been coping all right, have you?
He's only gone and mended the broken till. My little treasure you are.
Doing a bit of cradle snatching, are you, Mum?
Now, don't call me Tom.
Hi, Kelly. How was your day at work?
Lousy.
I suppose Albert could be telling the truth.
Ah, and pigs might fly out of my backside.
Well, what am I going to do? If he has nicked them flagstones, I can't use them up at the Cairns place.
Well, it serves you right.
You what?
Trusting Albert. You know the man's as bent as a 9-bob note.
You are loving this, aren't you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Ever since I put in for that job, you've been willing me to fail.
Rubbish! I just don't want to see you railroaded by my scheming brother.
This is nothing to do with Albert, is it? It's because I'm a woman.
Just coming.
You can't leave like this, Charlie. But not without seeing Mum and Dad.
It'll break their hearts.
You're an expert on that.
Go tomorrow.
You should be grateful I'm going now. Because if I stayed until they got back, I wouldn't be able to stop myself. I'd tell them about you and Greg.
Well, maybe you should. Isn't it about time we got all of this out in the open?
Dad'd kill Greg if he found out.
Oh, spare me the false concern. You're only worried about yourself as usual.
I know you hate me, but honestly, I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
Nah, just leave it at me, eh?
I didn't want any of this to happen.
Then you shouldn't have seduced my boyfriend and got at the duff.
He can't have been all that happy with you, then.
You little tart!
Stop this!
There's nothing left to say. Except that you and your brat have destroyed everything for me. You've driven me out of my own home. Happy with yourself?
Look, I told you, Otten Council was selling them flagstones off from a street that they just re-tarmacked.
I can easily check it out, only take one phone call.
Well, you do that. Hang on, I'll just get your number.
Right.
Must be in your other car, eh?
Ah, that's right.
Pull the other one, you thieving old lag.
You keep out of this. It's none of your business.
She's my woman.
No, Albert is right. It is none of your business.
You what?
You've already made it perfectly clear you want nothing to do with the firm. So any beef I got with Albert is between him and me.
Oh.
You could have lost your job.
I nearly did. I'm sorry, but it's a matter of principle. Who cares if she's a lesbian? Well, I do. I mean, who knows, little James might grow up with tendencies with her looking after him.
Don't talk so daft, Mother.
That's not what bothers me. Our always had his overtime cut. Biff's bringing less in, and we need your wage.
I can't believe you said that. You put money first over the welfare of our grandson.
How many more times, Jan? I don't even believe he is our grandson.
I know he is.
Hiya. Oh, hi. I've just come to say goodbye. I've got a taxi waiting outside.
Didn't realise you were going so quick.
Yeah. I'm going to get in touch with a few of my old mates from Gibraltar. Then who knows?
And when are you coming back home?
Dunno, man. Maybe I won't.
I'm really going to miss you, Charlie.
Ditto. And I'll miss you buying me drinks.
Oh, 1 foot road then, Sponger.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I am a coward. I don't know what you're hoping to achieve. Trying to get back into your good books. But we don't have a relationship, remember? Look, I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want?
Oh, honesty, commitment.
Okay.
Until the next time the chips are down.
I mean it.
Don't. I'm going home tomorrow morning.
Oh.
I think my mum deserves a full explanation from me, don't you?
I guess so.
And when I come back, I don't want this hanging over my head.
What do you mean?
It's over between us, Zoe.
Coolness and courtesy at all times. We now have a reputation to keep up.
Good evening.
Front of house are we now?
It's a job. You already look at home. Waiting on tables obviously suits you. Do you have a reservation? We are very busy this evening.
I'm sure you can find us a little corner somewhere.
Dee, lovely to see you.
How are you, Mrs. Tate?
In need of your services. I've got an important dinner tomorrow, and seeing as it was such a success last time...
Oh, I'd be honoured. I'll call around in the morning with a menu. How many guests?
Just 2, is that all right?
No problem.
Good.
That review is already making a difference. We're so busy.
If we're all doing so well, why take on more work?
If we're going to make this place a success, we should never turn away business.
Thanks. What did you want with Dee?
She's preparing dinner for Alex and me. We can eat well and discuss investing in his stud farm.
Just the 2 of you? Cosy.
Is that why you asked me here?
No, sorry, you're right. Give me another chance.
For what? To get all heavy again?
I like you a lot.
The feeling's mutual, but the last thing I want is a serious relationship.
Okay, no more pressure.
But if you want to have fun, count me in. Anything else, and I'll drop you like a stone.
Well, here's to fun.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Did something go wrong?
You know I can't talk about operations.
But what happened out there, Tim?
Nothing.
You're lying to me.
Just drop it.
Hello, Charlie. Hey, this is a nice surprise. Nearly missed us, though.
Good to see you.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I got the job done. I'm home.
What's all this?
I'm flying to Gibraltar.
What?
When did you decide this?
It's not important. I'm just seeing some of my old friends at the army camp. Then I'll do some travelling.
And what are you going to do for money?
I sold the car.
You did what?
Charlie, that was our birthday present to you.
I want this more. Look, you don't understand. I can't bear to stay here. I've got to get away.
So this isn't a holiday?
Sorry, Mum. I'm leaving home.
Oh, and you were planning just to go, without saying goodbye?
It would have been easier. Look, I'm late. I'll ring you.
Yeah, you've caught the sun.
Oh, a navvy's tan to go him in navvy's muscles.
Well, hope you've got a navvy's appetite.
I have.
Oh, that smells beautiful.
Oh, there you go. This came, second post. Help yourself. Oh.
From Andy. He's having a great time on the new farm. And a photo.
Oh.
Well, considering all the aggro at school, his writing's not half bad.
No, that's his dad's.
No, you see the cross at the bottom, that's his dad's.
Dangerous things, educated women, Jack.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'll stick it up here, shall I? Where we can see it.
Much easier than living with the real thing, eh? Must be true what they say about absence making the heart grow fonder. Could you pass the bread, please, Rachel? Thank you.
I brought the menus for tonight.
Who?
Kim. Only the duck looked very fatty, so I've changed the main course to seafood instead.
Oh, I had a piece of haddock in for tonight. She never said she was eating out. Still, it'll keep. Leave them on the table and I'll make sure she gets them.
She's eating here tonight. Dinner for two. I'm cooking.
You're here, Dee. Why didn't you call me?
Well, she said she's cooking the dinner tonight.
That's right.
Why, you should have asked. It's no trouble.
You've done enough. Come through, Dee.
Thank you.
What about James? Has he got a babysitter?
The new nanny's due at 6.
Oh.
Now, don't get too attached. She's only temporary till Sophie gets back. As I say, you've done enough. There was something.
Oh?
Has Roy got a suit? I need someone to serve the drinks.
Am I keeping you up? Oh, mind, you must have had about an hour's sleep in Chalet 10 this morning. Don't try and deny it. Gary Fletcher from maintenance saw you when he was doing the guttering.
What, Fletcher the lecturer? Bet you said I had no clothes on either.
No, I said you were snoring and dribbling out the corner of your mouth.
Get lost.
Can you tell me where Mill Cottage is, please? I'm looking for Rachel Tate.
She'll be at work. She helps out Emmerdale Farm.
Up Connalton Road.
That's the old one. It's a new farm you want. Up Skipdale Road for about 3 miles and turn left after the bus stop.
Right, thanks.
You nearly right there. About Gary. Said you had no drawers on.
Ugh.
Well, I think it's looking great. Tony? Oh, no imagination, I'm afraid, and even less patience. You're just like one of the kids. Wants it all done yesterday.
The impossible we can manage. Miracles take a little bit longer. Oh, I've had some thoughts about the kitchen if you are interested.
Oh, right.
Hey, Billy Whiz. Just take it easy. No sense making work for yourself.
Hey, it's got to be done sometime. You've got something up your sleeve, haven't you? What is it?
Well, come on then. Use your brains. Well, it's not a white rabbit, is it?
Oh, hi.
Hello. Where is he?
Your dad? Oh, he's just making some tea. Do you want one?
No tell.
Oh, Kelly, do you want to just leave some money by the till?
Not particularly.
Oh, it just messed up stock take if you don't. Makes it look as if things have been shoplifted.
I'm skin. Anyway, it's perk of living here. It's about the only one we've got.
Kelly, do you want to just leave a note by the till then, so we can keep a check of what's gone?
Oh, no pen. You can do it if you're that bothered.
Kelly?
What?
I was just wondering about tonight. Did you fancy getting the pictures?
You just reminded me. Good call. Staying in tonight. Washing my hair.
Hello.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Rachel Tate.
I'm afraid they're not here. They're working up at the barn this afternoon.
Do you know when they'll be back?
I expect about 5-ish.
Look, is there any way of getting a message to her? Look, I'm up from Sheffield, see.
Well, I suppose we could walk up there.
Oh, it can wait, you know, till the job's finished.
No. I'll pay for the materials now and the labour when you're finished.
Monday.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Oh, well, I'll come back then. Maybe we could have a chat about some other work. Have a nice weekend.
We will. You and all.
Bye then.
What's going on?
What?
Don't pretend. There's something wrong. I know there is.
All this. I don't know why we're bothering.
But this house was as much your dream as mine. More. Is it Charlie?
In part.
What then?
Doesn't matter.
The Guatemala trip? But you said it was all right.
I lied.
What happened?
One of the lads took a bullet in his side, ruptured his spleen. His wife was at the airport. I had to tell her he was following on. in a box.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Who was it?
Does it matter? We should have had it covered. I've lost it, Becky. I should have had it covered, and I didn't. I've lost my edge.
Good.
Hi.
Hi. What's that you're wearing?
A shirt. Why?
It's one of Charlie's.
So? It was in the wardrobe.
I don't believe you.
If she'd have wanted it, she'd have taken it with her. What's the big deal?
Mum came into the shop today, telling me how she caught you crying over Charlie, saying how much you were going to miss her.
Don't say it.
What?
I know it's my fault.
No, actually, it's Greg's fault. He's the one who cheated on his girlfriend. He's the one who told you you were pretty and funny, like your older sister, just to get you into bed.
It wasn't like that.
No. He's got a gorgeous little daughter and he's never lifted a finger for her. And you've never said a word against him.
How much was it worth?
What?
This job.
Don't be crass.
Double glazing for the house. A holiday for the wife and kids. He did have kids, I presume.
2.
Well, I bet they'd rather have their dad. That's what I thought when you drove off to the airport. What if he doesn't come back? Will that nice patio in York Stone be any compensation?
It's not just about work, it's about me.
Soldier first, husband and father second. Well, maybe that's wrong. Maybe if you stop thinking about being a soldier and start thinking about your family, you might find out what makes you tick.
Imagine Dad sorting it out or sending the lads round to do it for him.
Yeah, but it's so unfair. Mum and Dad think Charlie's gone to Jib because she hates him.
Telling them the truth won't make her come back. I wish it would. I'd rather have her here hating me and ignoring me than halfway around the world.
So would I.
I wanted Joey to grow up to be like her, not me. Tissue, quick.
I always like that shirt on her.
You could at least give me a hand.
It's about a laugh watching.
You?
Go on, let's help you.
Hiya. Hi. Someone to see you, Rachel.
Oh, really? Cheers.
Oh, did it? Keith
Hi.
Billington.
Hi.
You won't know me from Adam.
No, sorry.
And I've heard a lot about you from your mum.
Oh, really?
We've been going out together.
All right. I was just thinking I'd have to surprise her. Take Joseph over for the weekend. You'd hardly recognise him. That's a great idea.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I didn't want to phone. I wanted to tell you to your face.
Tell me what?
Sorry, Rachel. Your mum's dead. She was taken to hospital yesterday afternoon. It turned out to be a brain hemorrhage. She died in theatre.
You would expect a cleansing milk to take your makeup off, but how about reducing the appearance of fine lines? Tests prove this is the first Ulay cleanser to fight the signs of aging. Its formula, containing Ulay fluids and beta-hydroxy, enables this cleansing milk to help stimulate the skin's renewal process, so you see the appearance of fine lines are reduced too. And the name? Daily Renewal Cleansing Milk from Oil of Ulay. We can prove cleansing can make you look younger.
You may be confident about your whites, but what about the tough areas? We're making the challenge even tougher. It's the new Daz Close-Up Challenge. Did you use Daz?
Yes, I do.
Well, you know what I'm going to ask you then, don't you?
Do you want to see my whites?
Yes, we want to see some of the tough everyday whites.
All right.
Hey, what we got here?
It's Katie's favourite white.
Oh, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Usually around the neck. It's like the war zone, isn't it, if you like? You get the mops over and over again. And that comes up really clean with Daz.
But what about showing that tough area on a close-up?
There you go.
Right. That looks spotless to me. Would your whites pass the Daz Close-Up Challenge? Amanda's have. CF Spice? No, I'm Old Spice.
People keep telling me why they like Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre so much. For some, it's Kellogg's Light whole wheat flakes. Some like the more banana-y taste. Some find that apples beyond temptation. For others, it's the way it makes them feel! Me, I just like the taste.
Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre. You'll feel as good as it tastes.
In Farm Foods, you'll discover the difference a frozen food specialist makes to your shopping bills. Farm Foods' famous chicken breast fillets, $1.99. I'll show you a few more. Farm Foods garden peas, 59p. Twin pack spaghetti or macaroni cheese, 99p. 4 chicken Kiev, 1.99. 2 litres Neapolitan ice cream, 99p. Farm Foods prices, everybody's favourite.
I'll take Joseph back. Can you follow us when you're ready?
All right. How did you meet?
I have a shop in Walkley, fruit and veg and that. She used to come in every week. We just got chatting. She was right cagey to start with. Took a long time to get to know her.
She never used to be like that. It was... well, she changed.
She told me about prison. I think she thought I'd run a mile. Well, these things happen, don't they? You never know what's round the corner.
No.
That was another part of her life. She was a different woman altogether. Right, quiet, modest. That's what I liked about her. She'd do art for anyone. I thought you might like this.
It's Joseph. I sent this to her the week he was born.
She kept it in her purse.
Did you speak much about him?
A bit. Look, I've never believed all that stuff about people pulling together in a crisis. I found that out when my wife died.
What did she say?
Oh, she loved you all right. She just accepted the fact that you weren't going to be close. I think perhaps it suited her. Well, she'd lost your dad, Joe, Mark. You'd want to keep people at arm's length after that.
It must have been hard for you.
That was her way. Controlled. She hardly ever had a drink. Oh, a glass of wine maybe on a special occasion, but very controlled, very gentle. She were a lady.
Shut your face, you.
But Roy, what transformation? Should have given me first refusal. Who's the lucky lady then?
Kim Tate.
Forget it, Lynn. She's even more of a slapper than you are.
Is it business or pleasure?
Don't know, I'll just have to play it by ear, I guess.
You're trying to make me jealous, aren't you?
No, I'm just sick of you two winding me up all the time, that's all. It's like I forgot that night you stood me up, you know, just to be with her.
Why do you let me make it up to you?
Ow.
Tomorrow night, outside the Woolly, 8 o'clock.
All right, and you're on.
Oh, and Roy, wear the suit.
Excellent. You get a good view of the wall pack from Donna's room. I'll bring my camera. We should have a bet. See how long it takes for him to suss he's been stood up.
Who's standing him up? I think he's cute.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
Would you like me to come back with you? I mean, I don't like the idea of you spending the night on your own.
We thought she could stay here.
I'd like that.
But at least let me take Joseph back with me. One less thing for you to worry about.
Thank you.
There you go, Uncle Zach.
What's up with you? Got a face like a cat's backside.
Oh, I've been thinking.
Huh?
Perhaps I've got the Midas touch.
You what?
The Midas Touch. It's a sequel to Women Who Love Too Much. A guide to living with loss and learning how to love.
What the hell are you on about?
Well, think about it. First it was our Tina, then our Sam, then Paddy, and now Charlie. Who am I going to lose next, Uncle Zach?
Me if you don't crack your face and tell us a joke. Second thoughts, just give us the arrows.
2 G&Ts, please, Mandy. Well, you've done me a real favour coming out.
Well, what else have I got to do with my evenings?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you know what I mean. I keep wondering if that was the reason for Sophie. I fell for because she was there.
What, like Everest? Cheers.
No, because she was fun and pretty and on my doorstep.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
It's too simple.
You know, you give yourself such a hard time. And so what if it started like that? How do you feel now that counts?
I only wish I knew.
Okay, do you miss her?
Yes, yes I do.
Well, then ring her. Let her still drive over.
Well, I miss the dog if I'm away for the weekend.
I'm going to ask you again in a week's time. Then
I will give it some serious thought.
Steady on. Well, you'll have to tie that hair back.
Oh, come on, it's my best feature.
Lord Oakle runs a stud farm. It doesn't mean he's got a thing for ponytails. Anyway, he won't be looking at you.
I don't really think this is for me, Kim. I'll just end up probably making a mess of it or something.
You'll be fine.
What if I spill gravy down his neck?
Impossible. There's no gravy on the menu.
I don't know, lobster sauce or whatever it is.
All right, an extra £1 an hour.
What happened to overtime, Ban?
It's discretionary. Besides, you're working for me tonight, not Tate Holdings.
I get it, so it's like one rule for one lot and
another rule for you. So what do you say?
All right, but if he starts getting snot with me, I'm just going to walk straight out.
He won't get snotty. He's a perfect gent. Now, do you know how to pour a glass of wine?
Is that a trick question or something?
Thanks.
That Keith seemed like a nice bloke. Were they living together?
It didn't sound like it.
What's going to happen about the funeral?
Well, he said he'd do most of the arranging, but I'll have to give him a hand. I'll have to pay for it, won't I? How much do funerals cost? I can't remember a thing about Mark's.
Worry about that when the time comes. She might have had some money put aside. You never know.
A funeral fund in her 40s. That's so depressing. She must have been in agony. I don't even know who was with her. Keith was at work. He said that they'd rushed her into hospital. I don't even know who they were. What if she died with complete strangers? Can I have a drink, please?
Oh dear. He's late. You said 7:30 for 8 and it's 5 past.
Way past your bedtime, I hope.
It's a difficult choice. Gate crashing a scintillating business dinner with you or sticking pins in my eyes. Have you seen the sewing box lately?
I thought you were going out.
No. I'm minding Joseph. I might pop in the kitchen later, you know, chat up. Well, Freudian slip. Chat 2D. See if I can persuade her to rustle me up a chucky egg and soldiers.
Your guests have arrived, Mrs. Tate.
Duffer!
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, fancy. And there was me thinking you had some crusty old accountant lined up for the night.
Kim, I'm forgetting my manners. Tara Coburn, Kim Tate. Brains as well as beauty. And if all goes well, my new partner in the stud farm.
Pleased to meet you.
And this is Bugs.
Christopher Tate.
Hi.
I know you said call in for supper, and you've probably gone to great lengths.
Not at all.
But she has the appetite of a bird. Give her a piece of dry bread and some cheese and she'll be fine.
I'm sorry, Kim. I told him all along this was a bad idea.
Nonsense. Supper for 3's as easy as supper for 2, isn't it, Kim?
Shall I tell them in the kitchen, Mrs. Tate?
Thank you, Roy. I'll tell them myself.
Oh, what the hell? I'm at a loose end. Let's make it supper for 4.
Coming right up. Smarmy, two-faced little runt on wheels. I'm going to spit in his soup.
What's the matter, Mrs. Tate?
Lord Oakwell's brought some silly blonde bimbo with him, and now Chris has decided to join the party too.
Dinner for 4?
Well, it won't stretch. What are we going to do?
Well, the soup is easy. More bread and smaller portions.
OK, but what about the main?
Relax, Mrs. Tate. It's bad manners of your guests, but we will cope.
Are you sure?
You will not be disgraced.
Thank you. I'll send Roy in straight away.
It was different with Mark. He was in my life one minute and gone from it the next. The pain, it was almost physical. I couldn't bear to be in rooms that he'd been in only days before.
You keep expecting them to walk back through the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd catch his scent on things like a cushion, a towel, a pair of sweaty socks.
I think I'll go up now. Do you mind?
No, I'll be following you shortly.
Night.
Night, love.
But with my mum, it's different. She wasn't part of my life. And although I feel really bad about it now, when I think about her being dead, it only registers in here.
Yeah, that's what it was like with Joe. But then there's the funeral to get through. That brings it home to you like nothing else. You know, she had friends. She made a new life for herself. I have to admire her for doing it.
Yeah. The way that Keith described her. Quiet, modest, controlled. I don't remember her like that.
You remember how thick the walls were in that house? We could still hear the rows. She was a feisty beggar when it suited. That's where you get it from.
Yeah, but she changed. Knocking over Pete Whiteley and going to jail. It tamed her. Life tamed her. Does it always have to be like that? Well, that makes me sad. I don't want a tame life, Jack.
It's a lovely house. Did you design it all yourself?
I suppose so. With a little help from the professionals.
And Daddy's millions.
We're so restricted at home. All that dreary antique furniture, it limits what you can do.
I'm sure.
What happened to dear Steve tonight? I thought he'd been on your little scheme.
He was busy.
I cannot believe you are contemplating a partnership with this guy. I mean, this guy could have the pennies off a dead man's eyes.
Kim, I've been most remiss tonight. The food was fantastic. You've been a wonderful hostess. And we haven't exchanged a word about the business in hand.
No, we haven't, have we?
Let's meet up again. Tomorrow. Just the two of us.
Well, if you're sure.
Somewhere we won't be distracted.
That's if Tara doesn't mind.
Why should she?
Oh, if I can't trust him now, I wouldn't be marrying him.
I didn't even know you were engaged.
It's not like you to hide your light under a bushel.
In the family for centuries, I suppose.
How did you guess?
I was a big fish in this village. Had a brain, a big gob, future.
You're 26 years old, for goodness sake. Don't write yourself off.
And then friends and relatives, husbands, they've all just dropped off one by one. The only constant thing is you.
I always will be. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
I don't know how you see me.
Jack Sugden?
Father figure?
No, not father figure. Why is that how you see me? Surrogate daughter.
I used to. And a friend. And a friend is Sarah.
But?
But... I don't know, Rachel. It's like you say. Things change.
Yeah. Night, Jack.
Night, love.
Get ready for Hungary.
Watch! Fire!
Qualifying 11:45 Saturday, the race 12:20 Sunday, live and exclusive, the Hungarian Grand Prix on Granada.
Single mothers on welfare are forced to work as truckers. This short story on Granada Next.
It's hard for girls these days. They don't know how to behave.
There was only one sort of woman went in pubs in my day.
Boring though.
Taboo. A heady blend of exotic fruits, white wine and vodka. Taboo. Break a few.
Find love on the phone. Call the Singles Network on 0891 808 808.
Aquafresh has 3 stripes of protection. 1, for us mouths and our little ones, there's fluoride. To help keep our teeth strong. 2, brushing helps protect us from those tiny nasties that may cause gum disease. And 3, fresh breath. That's all-round family protection from Aquafresh. More good hair days are possible when you use new formula organic shampoo and conditioner together to give deep shine and amazing body. New formula organic shampoo plus conditioner equals more good hair days.
When an old flame comes back into your life, you might regret what you do.
It was just a mistake.
You don't know if she can get violent when she gets angry.
You might regret what you see.
She was raped, Detective.
And how far can you go to protect a friend? Double Jeopardy, Friday at 10:40.
War of the Worlds continues in 25 minutes. First, another tale set in the future.